You are a Mormon. Why do you build temples?
That's easy. We do it because it allows us to take out sacred ordinances like they did in times of old.
What are these ordinances?
First, we get to be initiated and anointed as a priest or priestess, and a king or queen of heaven. It gives us amazing power.
What sort of powers does it give you?
We get to rule and reign in the house of Israel forever.
Isn't that God's job?
Oh, we believe we will be just as good as God is. We are gods in training.
Is there anything in God's word to back this up?
No, it was revealed and channeled directly through our favorite prophet, Joseph Smith. It almost brings tears to my eyes to mention his holy name.
Okay, so after your initiation, what comes next?
It is called an initiatory. Get it right. Don't mess with any of our sacred words.
Sorry about that. What is after the initiatory?
We also get to take out our endowments and consecrate our lives and possessions to the Mormon Church.
Why would you do that?
Because they have all of God's authority here on earth. When we give to our church, we are giving it directly to God.
What else happens during the endowment?
We learn these super secret powerful handshakes. These will allow us to get past the angels guarding the entrance to the celestial kingdom.
What happens if you forget the handshakes?
Oh, I won't forget. I go to the temple every week to make sure it gets seared into my brain.
What happens after that?
Next, we go through the veil and enter into the celestial room. It is glorious and godly. Full of gold, fine linen, stained glass, crystal chandeliers and everything fancy.
Does Jesus want you to be fancy?
Well, Solomon spent a bunch on his temple, didn't he? He went all out.
Yes, but Solomon only had one temple and they didn't do any initiatories or endowments there. In fact, it doesn't even resemble any of the Mormon temples in looks or function.
What about getting sealed together forever as a family? We do that in our temples.
They didn't do that in Solomon's temple either.
Maybe they did and it was just too sacred to write about.
You really think so? The endowment and sealings were too sacred? But everything else written in God's word was not?
Maybe. What we do is the most important work on earth.
Why didn't God have the children of Israel do any of these things? They were his people.
They weren't as special as we are. We have Joseph Smith, they only had Moses.
Why did the Jews only have one temple and Mormons have hundreds of them?
I don't know how to answer that. I need to ask my priesthood leader before I speak to you again. Your questions scare me.